Hey everybody. So I am going to make a push stick for my table saw today using Spire. I have a file already created. I'm going to send it over to the CNC and we're going to carve it out and see how it works. So let's first get started. We'll go ahead and open up this Spire file. And this is kind of the push stick that I'm looking at, kind of a saw handle looking one. I'm going to go ahead and get it closer to the home here, or to my 0. So I'll put it right about there. We'll go ahead, I'll highlight that. And then tool paths. Let's do a contour, or no, I'm sorry, a profile tool path. Okay, profile tool path. We'll go 0.75, 0.75, quarter-inch end mill, and we'll do outside right's fine. Calculate. Let's see what that looks like. So let's do a preview our tool path here. I'm going to slow it down because I want to make sure it's cut in the center first. Yep, it's going to cut that out first. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll go ahead, send this, save this tool path. And we're using the Masso ATC is the post processor we're going to use. We'll hit save tool path and we'll call it push stick. Save it to the desktop. It's easy. Minimize. Okay, so here is our carve file. We'll go ahead and put it on there and then hit send file. And that one's going really quick because it's just a very simple file, but sending it to the CNC right now. Perfect, it's all done. So now we'll go ahead and head out to the CNC. So I will see you guys at the CNC. Okay, so here we are out at the CNC, and I've got the piece clamped down that I'm going to cut that out of. We'll go over here to get to this here. I'll have to get rid of this last file. Go to push stick. Load. Okay, as you can see, it loaded that file up really quick. I'm going to go ahead and insert a bit here. We will go ahead and get the CNC over here. And grab a bit for it. Just going to use a 1/4 inch down cut bit. I like the down cut bits because they get rid of a lot of the feathering and stuff that happens with it upcut. It's not the easiest changing bits with this boot, but I tell you what, that boot saves so much dust in the shop that it's totally worth it. A little bit of hassle. Maybe I'll have an automatic tool changer in my future someday. Okay, I'm gonna put this old bit away. Okay, so we've got our bit installed. Now we need to zero our machine. Okay, and to do that, I'll bring you over here. We'll go ahead, go to jog. We'll just start moving, get close to the center here. And I don't need to make this one perfect, but we'll get kind of there. Okay. In fact, that's not too bad right there. We'll just use that for our X and Y zero. Okay, and then the 0Z, I use a piece of paper and I will run the Z down until But I feel right there. Yeah, so you want to be able to just slide it in there. And that's 0 for Z. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. Now we'll go ahead. We've got everything zeroed. Oh, I got to hit 0 on Z. Okay, everything's zeroed. Go to program. Then let me raise the Z up a little bit before okay, go to program. We'll go start. And there we go. It'll start moving here in a second. So there is our push block, and so I want to talk to you about one thing here. When it cut this center out, you saw the machine, this center jumped and the machine hit it and bogged the machine way down. Now because this has the closed loop stepper motors, the machine sensed that it was getting bogged down and continued until it actually traveled the right distance. This piece I wish I would have had held down or something so it wouldn't have done that. That wasn't intentional. However, if this would have been a Shape Oco, speaking from experience, what would have happened is it would have skipped steps as it ran into that piece of wood when it jumped up. And it would have, as soon as it skipped steps, it'd lose the exact position that it was actually in, and it would have ruined the rest of this. It wouldn't have been able to figure out where it was. So Onefinity has nailed it, with these closed loop stepper motors. And I can't say enough about that. And here's just one example on just a cheap piece of wood. But if it was something expensive, a nice piece of hardwood or something, then it would have been a mess, and it would have ruined a costly piece of wood and had to redo the program. So this is the push stick. I'm going to go ahead, I'll router these edges and stuff and clean it up, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, as you can see, I took my trim router to it and I just smoothed off the handle edges. The bottom I still want nice straight edge. I just want a sharp edge on that, but that's going to make a great push stick right there for pushing stuff through my table saw. So there's just a quick project. Something saved myself 25 bucks at the hardware store and just built my own push stick.